Hi everyone, welcome back to Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader. We're here on Quetza Tema, and found with scale. We're back in this village, and the dude here has just done some ritual to help with the forest. It's doing something. Okay, so lore here. The Children of Quetza Tema Chronicles. Analysis of the canvases made from the wood bast fibre showed that the chronicles have been recorded for at least 500 years, which goes for the old shipping crates we found and stuff. The older chronicles tell of a bleak historical period of the tribe's decline due to unknown virus. The symbols on the canvas resemble high Gothic letters, but the inhabitants do not know the origin of their meaning, claiming that the sacred knowledge was bestowed upon them by Quetza Tema himself. This character, revered as a god, obviously originates from the Imperium that we know. His exact name either lost or adapted in accordance with local phonetics. The only other sacred symbols the tribe reveres is the Aquila, the two-headed eagle god. A group of the most interesting canvases depicting tragic yet heroic deeds was confiscated and taken on board for further investigation. Many of the words made up from the scrambled Gothic symbols were very easy to decipher, such as banished, sacrificed, valley, or lands, as well as death, incomprehensible and merciful. This part most likely talks about some sort of sacrificial pilgrimage. A priest has confirmed my theory. Any tribesmen who have committed an offence can atone by sacrificium. A journey to the Deadlands full of unknown deaths. The adepts that I have yet sent to investigate the Deadlands have not returned yet. End of log. So that was written 500 years ago, and these people were already here. Or some people were already here. She who leads forward. Okay. Let's talk to she who leads forward. Which is the older one. Nothing? Nope. Nothing.
I know how to take risks.
Nothing. How about the old dude? Speaks to the gods. Speaks with gods welcomes you, Starborn. His violet eyes are reverently trained on you. How can Speaks with gods help you this time? Tell me about yourself. Speaks with gods is the name of this humble servant of the forests, rivers and mountains. For when the two-headed eagle god speaks, this servant listens and recounts the words to his tribe, and the tribe carries out his will. The old man closes his eyes, and his body sways to the rustling of the leaves and the babbling of the stream. This servant of dreams, nightmares and reveries can see things that others cannot see. What has transpired and what is yet to be. Your appearance at the heart of the forest and the priest focuses on the consequences it bears for Quetza Tema. What consequences might come to this world did you see in your visions? The Sky Herald stands at the crossroads. I see all of her choices and see none of them. But this servant knows one thing clearly. The Starborn must go to the Deadlands to destroy the one who should have been long dead. Okay, the Deadlands. Suddenly the old man throws his head back, his body shudders, and droplets of blood burst from between his clenched teeth. The sunset rays will paint the heart of the forest crimson if darkness leaves it. The two stars will part, then meet again, crimson, crimson. The fading light can still be saved. Sunset rays will paint. Okay. The priest covers his face with his hands and breathes slowly, finally coming to his senses. Forgive this servant, Sky Herald. The waking dreams are often the most painful. Tell me about your tribe. We're the children of the fiery mother and the pale father, who look after us by day and guard us by night, sun of the moon. The fair servants of the two-headed eagle god, who shield our lands from misfortune with his wings. We're the ungone forest-dwelling children of the earth, and guardians of the temple of Quetza Tema, the first starborn to ever set foot on the virgin soil of this land. Either my memory is as empty as an Amasak decanter after a party, or I've heard this before. Says Jai. Tell me about Leads Ahead. Leads Ahead is the half-sister of this servant of smoke, fire and ash. She was the first to emerge from the mother's womb, thus named the next ruler of the tribe. This servant was the shield to fend off disasters from his ruler. Many years later, when the gift of the eagle god awakened inside his servant, Leads Ahead named her brother the priest of the tribe. Your way of speaking is strange, just like your sister's. He looks down, embarrassed. Forgive the servants of Quetza Tema for the speech, your starborn. No matter how much the ancestors try to pass the language of the gods onto their descendants, the tribe seldom use it. For the gods only descend from the heavenly palace not more than once in 3 life dwells. Pascal. The lingo cultural analysis of the target speech suggests that the expression 3 life dwells equals 150 standard Terran years. I have other questions. A servant know you would say that. Did the ritual truly make the forest safe? He nods affirmatively. The spirits from the darkness brought the fire rain down on Quetza Tema, killing many of the tribes who cared for the forest young and ancient. This blasphemy enraged the guardian spirits, but as soon as this servant of the wind, rain and sand soothed them with ritual sacrifices and divine sorcery, their wrath gave way to mercy. Did you not foresee this in your visions? Her dreams come and go, Sky Herald of the faraway stars. Sometimes this servant of the god can understand the mystical visions of the days of old or the future, but even speaks with gods cannot fully comprehend the divine design of the 2-headed eagle god. Sometimes I am blind even when I can see. Pray that your fast does not cause any more trouble. I pray for this with every breath of Starborn. How did Winterscale and you survive all this time? The Starborn who carries the seal of Quetza Tema's descendant is strong in both body and will, as befits a god. This servant, like the rest of his entourage, has grown weak, not just the 7th night of our journey, but the Starborn continue to lead us fearlessly, pressing forward to seek out the spirits from the darkness, even among the twisted paths, delivering the sky's judgment. This servant of the grass, flowers and trees forgets only the imminent death of the Starborn's companion, the one you call the Seneschal. He quarrelled with the iron-clad guardian, and his words enraged the Starborn, and thus he slashed the unfortunate man's body up with his axe and threw the remains of the wild animals of Quetza Tema for them to feast on. Did you mean to say that Winterscale killed his Seneschal? This servant saw everything with his own 2 eyes. The old man pauses in hesitation and then continues. It is not proper, perhaps, for a mere speck of dirt under the heels of the Sky Herald of the 2-headed eagle god to muse upon the deed. However, this servant did sense with his entire being the rage that possessed the Starborn at that moment, and the ironclad guardian revelled in his god's wrath. I must leave. May the 2-headed eagle god shelter you under his wing, O Sky Herald. Okay, the Caligos killed his own Seneschal. Who's Trevor? Seen us there? Those people. Let's go and do some looting anyway.
I always keep my options open.
I'll go in. There was loot down here. Where is it? To my left.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Don't know. I'm blind. It says goods, but it doesn't get highlighted. Okay.
Is there money to be made?
That's where we came in. Done here. Go over here. That's where we just were. Okay.
Let us not dawdle.
It's an exit. It's up here. Scan around, see if there's any awareness rolls, perception rolls.
Keep your wits about you. I always have a backup plan.
Been there. Okay. So through here.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Looks like a dead end. Can't go any further. Okay, so we'll talk to Caligos, I guess. Or maybe she who leads forward. Nope, still can't talk to her. Oh, let's talk to Caligos, I guess. I don't think I can talk to his entourage. No, I can't. Nice walk, wasn't it, Jellymancer? You may have helped us navigate the living false clutches, but don't let it go to your head. I would imagine myself sooner or later. His chuckles repeats, sooner or later. Some questions to ask. One day you two will grow sick of all the talking, and then you two will choose shooting Xenos on a world planet over endless intrigue. Cheerful notes ring in Caligos' voice. Fine, we have plenty of time, so be it. I'll give you a private audience. If dear Corda knew how close-knit we've become, she was surely branded as conspirators. Well, she's dead. I'll tell you she's dead. Tell me about Quetza Tema. Inquirers are curious to be sure. Quetza Tema is a planet with a rather dreary backstory. A long time ago, it supplied my great-grandfather with tons of succulent fruits and thousands of cargo containers filled with special building fibre processed from the local forests. The population all lived in large cities a safe distance away from the tangled paths and trees. Then this quiet life was dashed by Xenos raids. They burned down the cities and shackled our people faster than the ships could help. In the end, the local government ran away, leaving the remaining people at the beast's mercy. The people in turn fled the big cities that attracted the Xenos. That is how the forests that the rabble feared became their salvation. The planet fell into decay. There was no one to populate the cities. There was no one to extract resources. Quetza Tema expected 3 new arcs filled with settlers to arrive from the Imperium. But in 500 years, not one of them has reached the Expanse. Early do not turn your gaze to me, Alentek. It's not my kin who desolated this world. How did you survive the forest all this time? The forests of Quetza Tema are not like the jungles of Katachan, New Blood. The only thing that could kill you here is your own stupidity, or an unfortunate coincidence in the form of a stray Xenos or rare predator. Rainwater for breakfast, nutritional slava for lunch, fermented fruit in place of wine for supper. One cannot wish for better hunter grounds. He laughs, then falls silent, evidently unwilling to share the details. Let's discuss the Aeldari problem. Do you care about them that much? Bellows instinct. Go ahead then. Try to convince me that the vile Xenos scum deserve the mercy of Caligos Winterscale. But remember, I only get one chance to try. %100% chance there. Only 70% chance here. And 100% chance here. For you to agree, you would have a rogue trader and the head of a powerful dynasty in your debt. Frankly, your desperation excites me. It makes me want to know whether you're driven by foolishness or treachery and cool calculation. He looks at you appraisingly, scratching his chin. Well, quite curious to see how large a dagger you might stab me with. I shall think on your offer, but that is the only promise you'll get from me. I've noticed that your people look utterly woebegone, while you do not have a single scratch on you. That means my people are weaklings. I shall change them that soon. As for me, I've been of stout constitution since the day I was born. At first he shrugs off his shoulders indifferently, but after looking closer at his companions, he raises his brows in surprise. It seems the rogue trader just realized the validity of your words. Saw the corpse of your seneschal at the forest camp. Watered the grey. The old man was a weakling, and that's why he's dead. That's what happens when you can no longer fulfill your duty to your master. He grins in contempt. His entire being expresses disdain for the seneschal. Caligos covers himself with an air of indifference, but the sudden furrows on his forehead betrays regret. Many fine warriors have perished on this hunt. Raise a toast to their name when you can. Okay. I hear you've decided to oppose both the Lord Inquisitor and the Corda dynasty. A void crack at the mate and both roll like here, makes a wry face and clenches his fist in anger. Acting as if their war on heresy, the Expanse has just started. Ha! I've been living it for decades. And I don't need an inquisitorial preacher, and I certainly don't need incendiary's goodwill. Time to go seek Aeldari. It's about time indeed. He gives you a friendly pat on the shoulder, summons his retinue. It may take a while to find their trail, but Wharton here has a keen eye, and his sense of smell can rival any old dog. We'll do just fine, especially with the forest being on our side now. Let's go, try not to fall behind. Hey, find Aeldari in the forest. Well, that's what we've done. Nope,
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust. I always keep my options open.
I can't get in there to blow it. Okay.
Never doubt me.
Oh, I got 2 back. And 2 resonance grenades. Heals. Oh, so for high deflection, high armor. That's quite useful.
Let us not dawdle.
Nothing else in here? Nope. Nothing else around? Maybe. Before going up there, I'll go this
Is
way.
there money to be made? Keep your wits about you.
I'll just run up then, eh? Curb, winter scales temper. A stately Aeldari warrior steps forward, calm and looking at the intruders. His armor and his adornments gleam in the sun, despite the traces of dried mud and caked blood. The Farsi has instructed me to send you away, monkey. The smooth voice of the Xeno sounds out of place in the rough wilderness of Quetza Tema. However, I recently stopped meekly heeding their counsel. Besides, there's my sister among you. I'm curious what the outcast message is. Well, it's Nocturne. It's Solitaire. What's this heavily tracks your face? Difficult to say with certainty, however, you are of the opinion that Nocturne of Oblivion's disposition towards you is better than that of his kin. Is that because I got those insight checks? Well, not really insight, you know what I mean. In Kamala. Vain rhetoric and masterful display. Your temper, brother mine, you ought to quell. Yeah, you tell him off. Bravado has no place within this play. Indeed, the merchants proved this all too well. That's high praise indeed. This actor excellent who did alight upon the stage, now will this piece complete. By choosing a finale apposite, Not opposite, but opposite. Who shall survive, and who the doom shall meet? Nocturnal Oblivion's mournful horned mask tracks your face. I don't know about you, but these Xenos bastards give me the creeps. Calico shifts the excited gaze from Aeldari boy to the solitaire and back. This one, in dappled motley, I want to kill him, right now. Oh, go ahead. He'll wipe you all out on his own. Water in the grey bares his teeth in anticipation and clutches the hilt of his sword. Examine the Aeldari camp. The Xenos made their camp among the ruins of an ancient city of the Imperium. Only the alien growths of the Xenotech and the wreckage of the Aeldari ship disturb the picture of centuries-old devastation and rebirth. Yeah, that's one of their Wrathbone sculptures, I guess. Some old stuff. That's theirs. That's theirs. Despite their demonstrative ease, most Xenos are pushing themselves to the limit. They're exhausted, nervous, and frightened. If they hide it well, this may have eluded your companions, but not you. Nocturnal Oblivion. It has certainly been a while. What are you doing here? Bows theatrically. With embers glowing cupped in my two hands, I bear them through the deluge to the hearth. Right. So, to start off fire, then rain or storm to give warmth and light. Harlequin's metaphor implies he's been accompanying the survivor and Aeldari for a while now. It's not clear to you what the hearth is talking about, but perhaps he managed to find a new home. I'm here to resolve this conflict peacefully. A tapestry complex is peace, and one that many threads demands for warp and weft. For this design, three wheels together spun. This greed will sate in the hands of the weaver deft. The gruesome scars of past distrust bewailed, with compact subtle gauze shall now be veiled. Playing with your prey like a cat, fine new blood. You're still young. Just remember, your patience is not my strongest suit. Aeldari watches Caligos closely. After everything Elentech has done for my people, I'm willing to answer her questions. But you better not make any sudden moves, monkey. The warrior looks at you tidily. We did not attack this world, Elentech. The last of Kruderak's children assembled once more to scour the master of flesh Tervantius from the memory of the universe. The homunculus who abducted and tortured the Farseers from our craft world. We learned that he is hiding in this world, but something prevents our Farseers from discovering his lair, and so we are forced to act decisively. Tervantius is here. To act decisively, you ashmags. You call mowing down 2/3 of the world's population active decisively. Joy sticks out her augmented hand, and the mechanical joints squeal pitilessly under the weight of her indecent gestures. Illitt's eyes grow wide with angry dismay. Does the path of the warrior teach you to sacrifice countless lives to achieve your goals? The children of Asuria are not the executioners of worlds, nor slayers of the innocent. It looks like you spent too long in the company of Monkey, outcast. Why should their lives matter when retribution for the execution of our world is at stake? Justice for our innocent brothers and sisters. You call purging an entire world a decisive action. Our Farseers, those whom we managed to save, could not name the exact location of the flesh sculptor. Even after our ships had circled the world for the third time, something prevented them from seeing the truth. Something powerful. We knew your patrols would soon discover our presence, and so we decided to do something else. To exterminate the homunculus alongside the world he has chosen as his refuge. He shrugs vaguely. The 1K are flooding the galaxy at the speed of a meteor shower, and this world will repopulate, eventually. There's not a single world not worth eliminating a powerful enemy that threatens hundreds of such worlds, both yours and those of my kin. What do these Xenos and the fanatical Zealots of the Imperium have in common? The answer is simple. Both are willing to sacrifice billions of their subjects. A sullen grin does not become Joy's face at all. Windscale meaningfully raised an eyebrow. And you still deem them worthy of conversation? Dress earlier. Illet's gaze wanders from Caligos to the solitaire, from the solitaire to the Aeldari warrior and back again. An outcast among her king and strangers alike, a soulful burden that not all can bear. I still think your kin is worth saving. I'm growing increasingly doubtful, although I understand why my kin had acted this way, why they took on the role of the vengeful blade. You know well what the dark heart and perverted mind of the monkless are capable of. He must be stopped. Her chiseled features are smoothed by sadness and uncertainty. But spending enough time around the monkey granted me clarity of vision. Once you stop valuing the lives of others, be they your king, strangers, or enemies, you gradually become a monster yourself. But one day, somebody will come to stop you. Address the Aeldari. The warrior stands motionless, only occasionally casting a worried glance at the solitaire. Where's the homunculus? I will not say a word until you let my kin depart from this world. The warrior squares his shoulders, but whether out of fatigue or to make his words more impactful is hard to say. You lost your world, you're now depriving the others of theirs out of vengeance. Why do you think you're different? How dare you compare a dragon to a lizard, starlight to the dim glow of a guttering candle? There's fury in Aeldari's eyes as well as doubt. Make no mistake about your inferior species. A single child of a Saurian is worth thousands of your kind. Examine the camp. Tense silence pervades the ruins, and only the wind disturbs the stillness rustling in a centuries-old canopy. Nice. Let down your weapons. I promise to judge you fairly. You're getting out of line, Jellymancer. Quetza Tema is my world and my domain, and I've already passed sentence to these Xenos bastards. We're not looking for justice, Monkey. We are yearning for retribution. Okay. Address Caligos. The bold Caligos Windscale has gone without a trace. The rogue traders closely study the potential battlefield, his enemies, the heads of future trophies. Caligos, you should not kill the Aeldari. Nice. What? Why? Taking back your statement, Windscale loses his power, lowers his power axe for a moment. Look at yourself, Caligos. You become a monster whose only desire is to kill. Stop tugging at my conscience. You sound like a vile incendiary from a nightmare made flesh to ruin the mood. He grimaces in frustration. Your words seem not to have angered but upset him. Don't take you, and all misfortunes in the galaxy along with it. Gives you a clasp on the shoulder. The expression on his face is mysterious and almost sad. I must confess that all this dismal talk gave me a migraine and made my wounds ache. So you want to save these Xenos? Suit yourself. By my grace, I entrust you with the lives of enemies of humanity. Have fun. We'll be heading back now. What kind of hunting is it when the prey doesn't even struggle in your grasp? I'm disappointed. Your flashes a provoking grin. And don't think I'm going to forget about your words and promises. We'll get back to it later. Silver-tongued diplomat. Hey, prevented 10 combats through dialogue. Let's have a look at that in Steam. Don't know if Steam's going to turn up. 7.4% of people. Elliot brushes a strand of fiery hair from her forehead and nods appreciatively. I know how difficult it is to go against the will of your kind, yet I cannot hide my joy that we both lived through this moment and came up with a tale to tell. Aeldari Guardian, after all the suffering that the monk inflicted upon the children of Kruderek, after all the punishment we inflicted upon this world, my heart remains troubled, knowing that we have tempered our grudges for a while, and have parted without a fight today. However, I dare not complain, for my kin, the hour of triumph has arrived at last. Once the master of the flesh is no more, we can go to the edge of the stellar expanse, away from the gaze of monkey, and peacefully wait for the arrival of our allies on distant stars. What are you talking about, Shiren Kai? Earlier stays intense to the eyes of the Dari warrior, but his gaze remains steady and calm. What kin from distant stars? Outcast earlier, I have some good news for you. Our Farsi has managed to contact the children of the craft road Alitok, and soon your fellow outcasts will visit the galaxy called the Expanse. This part of the galaxy, called the Expanse by the monkey. They will take us away, give us a new home, and he keeps his gaze on you, wondering if he should continue. Is what? And us here into the path of what we wish to tell me? Is that what? Okay. But these words meant to comfort my heart. Her words ring with contempt and desperation. Oh, Asurian, your children once again seek to appease their pride by sending their kin to the monkey woods of slaughter. The Farsi's mistake doomed Kudurak Shawankai. An excessive cruelty and thirst for vengeance almost ruined those who managed to survive against all odds inside the void between the alien stars. You know it just as well as I do, but you keep doing their bidding. Oh, Shawankai, you could take the Webway Gate and get away from the dangers and tribulations of the Expanse, but you have chosen to stay here instead. You are dying. You are feuding with the monkey. Have the children of Asurian spilt not enough blood? Have been losing our home not enough? Why do you wish to expose even more of your kin to mortal peril? Shawankai's iron will falters under Erlit's relentless pressure. It is too late to change anything. The deed is done. The will is honoured. The outcasts from Alitok will come to the local stars. We will leave alongside them, sister. I did not sign up for yet another war against the Xenos of the Expanse. Recall your kinsmen. Our Farsi has paid an insurmountable price to contact the craft world located billions of stars away from here. Many of them perished to give the survivors an opportunity to be rescued. I will not jeopardize the lives of those who yet remain. The plan of your kinsmen is saying convince them to relent before it's too late. It will take the warriors of Aeldari many years to discover the Webway Gate capable of bringing their strike force into the Expanse. Perhaps you will be too old by then, and on your deathbed you will hear the tidings of the children of Asurian coming to exact their vengeance. For some reason your words bring a faint smile to Erlit's lips. Worry not, Anatek. It's my turn to rescue you and your people. How? Like a forgotten shadow, the solitaire steps foot into the light and leans forward with interest. Spectator watching the culmination of exciting performance. He scares me. Well, he's a solitaire. He could very easily wipe out half this planet on his own. During the exile, I met many companions who temporarily joined me on my endless travels. Erlit closed her eyes. One such companion was a fellow outcast who already completed many paths. It was he who told me about the ritual of unity. An exciting opportunity for one spook to reach out and touch the infinity circuit of the craft world familiar to the Farsiers who perform it. Shiren Kai said the Kudurak Farsiers had already contacted Aeldari. This means I can too. Has the darkness of space driven you mad during the exile, sister? Shiren Kai recoils from Erlit, as if from the scorching flame. Not even the one who walks the path of the seer with all their power risks joining the souls of the ancestors inside the circuit. They are wise, and know that the ritual is perilous for the soul. Your chances of success are simply negligible. You would die before you achieved anything. And even if you were not, ask yourself fairly, why should the ancestors listen to a simple outcast? Like I said, Alitok is a world of my fellow outcasts. They're not going to hurt me on purpose. And this is giving wings to my hope. Look me in the eye, Shiren Kai. Do you wish to end the suffering of our kinsmen? I can see the reply in your heart. You must accept it and help me. Though her words are addressed to her kin, she is watching your reaction closely. Let Erlia handle it on her own. Unless the warriors at Aeldari arrive in this part of the galaxy, the sons and daughters of Krudu are going to perish among the worlds of the monkey. Is this the fate you wish for us? We will have to find another way. I understand it's not easy for those who have lived all their lives sheltered within the craft world to accept that sometimes life leads us down different paths. But the path that you and the Farseers have chosen only leads to more pain. This is your life and your people, Elliot. I will stay by your side no matter what path you choose. And I do appreciate it, Erlentak. It should be Elliot there. Elliot nods and underscores her words with a familiar gesture of gratitude. I did everything I could, Sharon Kai. You know what you should do. Solitaire does not intervene, but shifts his gaze to Sharon Kai as if expected to hear the last line of play before the curtain falls. May Assyrian forgive his children. Sharon Kai sighs and gestures to the Phoebus warriors. Fetch the Farseers. Tell them the outcasts wishes perform the ritual. Perform the ritual. We'll wait for them here. What's going on? Elliot is on her knees, clinging to the spirit stone like a lifeline with both her hands. Her eyes are dim, her breath is uneven, and her body is trembling. The rite has definitely got awry. Stop the rite, can't you see she is suffering? Kudrak Farseer. The rite of bonding is dangerous. The outcast knew the price. I do not know what she sees, hears, and feels, but there is one truth. The outcast's soul is impure, and the Alatok ancestors have noticed this. Most likely, the outcast will go through the rite of rebirth, or perish. Get out of my way. If you want to help her, then I will do so myself. Not losing my best DPS sniper. All this side quest stuff, you just won't get if you're dogmatic. Oh, leveled up. Fellowship, I guess. What's bloody mess? It's like melee, yeah. Only force weapons. While the Psyker is not in the target's line of sight, or the Psyker is in cover, all resistant tests of the target suffer a 4 plus 20%, a minus 20% penalty. Okay. Not brilliant. That's not bad. But I don't usually have more than 1 or 2 rounds of combat. The first time meant to reach is 200. During the Psyker's turn, Psyker gains plus 5 to all characteristics, plus 1 to reserve, plus 1 to deflection to the end of combat. Hymns of Hatred. That's not bad. Hymns of Hatred's not bad. Sanctified Slayer. Increased by resolve percent. That goes up to like 30 sometimes. More damage and attacks of opportunity. Okay. Example. Judgment. Movement. Brilliant. All psycho attacks, including attacking, now poison the enemies, dealing 3 plus 15 toxic damages. Not much. When do like hundreds of damage with a shot. Healing. And an enemy adjacent to an ally dies. That ally gains a stacking corpus conversion. Next psychic power that targets only the target with corpus conversion will work as if the psi rating is too higher. Not degrade the veil, will not trigger. That's not bad. It's only next to an ally. Yeah. Yeah, the Psyker's allies or the Psyker themselves are under the effects of psychic powers, gain +5 toughness for each of the. So I think that word of the Emperor, hammer of the Emperor, blah blah blah. That's like +15 toughness. It's not bad. So look at the fellowship and strange vitality. Okay, that was a lot of XP. Wow. You can see why I edited it out. It takes that long per every person I level up. Because I always forget what each thing does in an unknown place. Which way am I going on the map? I'm going this way. I wonder what that is. That was earlier. Where was earlier? I failed them all. Could I have acted differently? Would that have mattered? That was like a dream thing again.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Can't really see what that is. Is she lying down somewhere? Oh yeah, she is lying down. Right. Okay. Another earliette over here. Relax and enjoy the process, cousin. Pain and suffering is the nectar that will save your soul, not your paltry baubles. That's a Drakari. Earliette, the memory of a loss is always stronger than the memory of a gain, especially when you lose something significant as a home or an entire world. I paid the price in full. I've lost myself and even my meditation. Not my soul and my body were no rest now. What? I stumbled. I almost lost myself. I do not wish to bring pain any longer, myself or others. I did not fear oblivion before, knowing that my soul would one day become one with the vintage servant Kudrag and join my ancestors. But now, I'm shamefully afraid of every battle I have to face.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
The home that I lost, the kin whom I could not save, and Alenteca's predecessor was to blame for it all. Fear and despair took hold of my soul. I had to do something. Anything. I was so in. Why would the Farseers do this? Yeah. The Monkey are not the only ones to blame for the death of our home. Our own leaders condemned thousands of precious souls to suffering. Oh, that's the thing inside my chambers.
I will lead us to fortune. I always keep my options open.
I know the Monkey would not believe me if I told them about the treachery of the loyal watcher of outsiders. That was Achilles Galander. They would have ended my path, my life. The children of Kruderak would never have learned the truth. But would the Aeldari have believed me? I was just starting to think I might have believed her. I was as her shooting Achilles.
I always have a backup plan.
Was that supposed to be around there? It was supposed to be different. Earlier, stop an attack. This is the very heart of my world. Too fragile for you to touch. You cannot come here. You should not even be here. You were calling my name. I thought you needed my help. Oh, an attack. What have I done? Earlier shakes her head in regret. I am still connected to the souls of my ancestors. It's dangerous for you to be here. Leave. So beautiful and quiet here. A stark contrast to my own world. We should not compare our worlds. Mine is a blossoming garden that I've tended and cherished for years. Yours is still young and ungraceful, as it should be. Do all of Aeldari's souls look like this? Then the world is a reflection of how we see our soul. Everyone shapes it differently, and each one is unique. I don't know how to get out of here. I don't even know how I got here. She looks around anxiously, and shadows of doubt start to weave their way into the corner of her beautiful world. Do not worry, I will protect you, whatever happens. From what? The ancestors beheld the wounds inflicted on my soul during the search for Kruderak and the Drakari's torture. The wounds that did not heal for many weeks while I was unable to meditate and immerse myself in my own world. And they are somewhere here now, healing, patching, mending, in you, Jellymancer. They also think that you are one of the wounds bleeding inside my soul. She looks at you with a gloomy, guilty look. Let us try to do what we have done before. Try and pull you out of my world with meditate. With a strange prickling sensation from the tips of your ears all the way to your toes. A wave of warmth and calm crushes over you, giant and inescapable, and with it the sense of someone watching you. As if thousands of eyes are trained upon you at the same time. You do not belong here. You should not be here. Why did it swing round to here? I don't know. Think that should be over there? Okay, Morag, they're ready here. Run. Run away now. The fallen world spits you out like waste. Your head is spinning, your entire body aches. And every muscle burns with the strain. It feels as if thousands of gazers that were following you in Earliet's world continue to watch you, evaluate you, judge you. Kruderak Aeldari is shocked by your sudden return from the depths of another world, approach slowly, observing you and Earliet, who has just awoken. Are you alright? She kneels over you, peering into your eyes, with a worried expression. Yes. Yes, I see you unharmed. Or did a awareness. Your spirit stone. She looks down at her breastplate in astonishment, seeing her shattered stone. Oh, merciful Isha. I do not understand. Why would Allah take souls do something like this? The Farsi stumbles back an hour. Oh, this is your punishment, outcast, for your betrayal of your own kind. Why are you just standing there gawping? Fix it, there must be a way. If you wanted to, Monkey, it's possible to recreate a spirit stone so easily. But I will not let you into the secrets of my kin. But you are also at fault for what has happened to the outcast. What will happen to you now? I do not know. I do not know. Gaze absently travels over her kin's faces, but they turn away from her in fear and disgust. Why fear? Now that Erlet's soul is left without protection, the insatiable gaze of she who thirsts will be forever trained upon her, and if the outcast dies, her soul will never be able to join her ancestors in the Infinity Circuit. Silent Thresh would devour it at that very moment. How did this happen? It seems that you became part of the rite when you drew too close. That is why I did not sense you straight away, why you could not leave. With a trembling hand, Erlet strokes the spirit stone shards, then jerks her hand away with a cry, staring like a cut on her finger. You became imprisoned in my world, and then the souls of my ancestors targeted you to rid my world of everything that did not belong there. You saved me. You shielded me with your soul. They would have healed my soul and made you disappear, but I did not want that. I will decide for myself when I walk side by side with you, when our ways will part. The freedom to choose, even if the choice is dangerous and wrong. That is my path. That's what I live and fight for. I told you that everything comes with a price, outcast. It says Erlet's speaking all the time, it's not. You have shielded Monkey from danger with your soul and ended up coming under the attack of our ancestors. Shaman Kai sorrowfully shakes his head. At least you survived the rite. Tell me, were your words heard? Erlet. I've been helped to find understanding among the ones who are sharing my path. Her voice trembles with weariness and anger. But even the ancestors from Alaitok, despite all their wisdom and flexible thinking, cannot reject their hatred of Monkey, who doomed thousands of innocent souls of the children of Surian. I tried to appeal to the light in their souls, but all my arguments broke on the rocks of their intransigence like waves of sea foam. Erlet glanced accusingly at Shiro and Kai and our Farseers. You have chosen this way. Not only have you invited trouble to Kudarak, you also condemned our kinsmen of Alaitok. You have repeated mistakes over and over again, guided by fear, stupidity, or pride. And even after you have lost everything, after you have lost home, you keep following the same thorny path, and are willing to change. No, I've had enough. My duties and outcasts are fulfilled. From now on, my fate lies in your hands. You still hope to find homunculus. Aeldari produces an unknown museum device. The Farseers cannot divine where the Master of Flesh makes his lair, but unknown forces hiding him from the penetrating gaze of our wise ones. The children of Asurian have never encountered anything like this before. Having circled the world several times, and having failed in our search, we ventured to unleash the pent-up fury of the planet in hopes that we'd be graced with a fortunate accident. Alas, the fate of the Master of Flesh remains unchanged. The Farseers could feel the beating of his black heart, but were powerless to do anything. This when our rangers began to deduce the coordinates of his lair based upon the readings of the Wise Ones, on the lands untouched by the fired weapons. And they would have succeeded if the monkey had not attacked our fleet. A Aeldari device thrums a holograph projection of the world with several marked coordinates appears in its palm. I will share the information I've gathered, for I hope that even the Master of Flesh will not be able to elude two pursuers at once. Our ways part here, outcast. Avoiding Erlet as best they can, the Aeldari scatter across the meadow, disappear into the shadows of the forest. She watches them leave, her face clicks so hard the knuckles have turned white. So ended the path of the outcast. Nothing's over. I stay by your side to help you find. We found some. Finally, Spirit Stone. Your words make Erlet smile slightly. If only it was that easy on attack. One must know how to bond an empty Spirit Stone with the soul, intertwine it with one's inner world, and be able to contain it. Only the Farseer casts are capable of such a feat. But now my kin have turned their backs on me, and not for the first time. Let us go. Let's leave this graveyard of doubts, unfulfilled hopes, and newfound fears together. Okay, I'm going to pause this here and then level everybody up and be right back. Okay, so a quick recap. Where to see mine? Did it in the dream section. Fellowship and Strange Vitality. For Argenta, Agility and Trajectory. When successfully dodge or uses cover, they gain a guaranteed critical hit against that enemy with 143% chance of dodging. Plus, there'll be other bonuses as well from voice command and stuff. That's good. I mean, they have a high crit chance anyway, but just in case, it's always good. Willpower for Cassia, and threads and bolts. Whenever an enemy fails a resistance test against the navigator's power, attacks against them are 36% critical hit chance. The effect stacks, but is reset by a critical hit. And that could be against the debuff, it could be against one of the movement commands, it could be anything, all the AoE attacks she has. So they all have loads of extra 36%, or then 72%, and then 100% chance of critting. Pascal, we've got intelligence and joint offense. The operative allies gain plus 4% hit chance and critical chance while attacking targets affected by exploits. And everyone's got exploits. That's just straight up buff for everyone. Jai, got fellowship. And went for steady. Take aim also increases the damage of the next ranged attack by 2% for each cell between the attacker and the target. And for like Argento, a range of 18, and Earliette, that could be a plus 36% damage at max range. Say guess most of them are 10 or 15 cells away. That's 20 to 30% extra damage, which is huge. If we use Take Aim, and Take Aim does a fair amount of damage anyway, doesn't it? Here? Where's Take Aim? Take Aim, I'm not sure it's officer or... There it is, officer. If the target's under voice command, you knock cover double the effective distance as well, so even further away. And if you're under voice command, this attack will ignore enemy dodge. Additionally, damage cannot be reduced below 57% for any reason, which is huge. So anyway, Earliette, we have agility and uncanny sight, so more exploits, just like Pascal, even if you can't see them. Her dodge is now 183%, and that means her lethality is going to be bigger and bigger and bigger as well, which means more and more damage. If you watched the last episode, she did over 1,000 damage in one hit. It was outrageous. Dirt-covered rocks. You know, Stanto, I miss the times when fire cultivators were only used for working in the fields. Back then I thought, by the throne, damn that forest. Can't take your eyes up for a tick, or else it would mess with production. But nowadays, damn forest is the only thing that we can defend the people. Who'd have guessed? And we, the Tervantius, are the only ones who can pass through it. If we have a fire cultivator attack, that is. I did hear though that one of the astropaths managed to lead a group of 50 people through the brush, but nobody has heard of them since. The enemies of humanity got them, didn't they? Can't meet us halfway. I'm leading a new group, and the Prometheum and my cultivator is running out.
Keep your wits about you.
I guess it didn't work out for them. I came up here, didn't I? That's right. We had a chat here.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
I started there, and yeah. No sneaky sneaks around there? No. Secrets and hidden loot? No.
Let us not dawdle.
Loot all your goods. What do we have? There's a two-handed ranged weapon, Laz. 28 to 42. When this target hits, the target must pass the toughness test of minus 35, become blinded for 1 round. Oh, that is good. Only 15% armor pen though. Soon Kaylan. And Aeldari Farseer mesh armor, medium. Greater chance to suffer a critical hit reduced by 20. Base armor is plus 15 if the willpower is more than 70. Well, earlier it doesn't have 70 willpower, she only has 30. But what's this like? Not as much damage, not much armor pen. Extra chance to hit. But I have a hackathon. Does allow for a lot more running around. Grants 5 MP after each attack and allows the wielder to move after attacking. It's 3 or more targets with one attack. It's got no cooldown. And that's good. You could use it though. The only other person will be Jai. She's a pistol girl. And it's not that much more damage than the Elite Blast Pistol. Just much longer range. And it's a good piece of kit. No, nothing. I guess it's time to leave then. Yes. Hang on. Scratch. Dear, have I done anything? Go back to the shuttle. Did I see everything? I do think there's things I might have missed. Let's go. It's the rendezvous point. To Xenos shelter. That's there. Okay. I only go that way. Shuttle's down here, I guess. What's this rendezvous point then? I have to bring a deer here, don't I? It's probably... That door is probably in the homunculus place. What's that there? Oh, my viewpoint is this.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Abandoned camp.
I always have a backup plan.
I think this is where I first met Winterscale.
Keep your wits about you.
Yeah, got the abandoned camp. Forgotten bunker. That's where that body was buried. I just want to be quite thorough of seeing all the little hidden spaces and stuff.
They fear to look at me because of my appearance.
I fear to look at them because of their rotten-colored souls.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Ancient totem. Have I been here? Forgotten vodka. Yeah, I have, yeah. Scene of slaughter. Oh, that was right at the start, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Where we found the Aeldari. Okay. And maybe the Seneschal. Well, I think I've seen everything. Excuse me. I could just go back to the ship. Maybe call the episode there because yeah, it's getting on a bit, an hour. And then next episode, bringing Aeldari down. If we're going to be up against Tervantius, should I bring Ulfar as well? Maybe get his revenge. Yeah, still dead Aeldari everywhere. Now, how the hell do I get out of here?
I always keep my options open.
Forest settlement. Not the what's it called? The totem that was just out. Wasn't exit up here, wasn't there? Excuse me. That goes to the totem. Okay. Was there not another exit anywhere?
Let us not dawdle.
The one here. Shelter. Yep. That takes me to the shuttle. Ugh. Using. So some of these exits like one way and some are two way by the looks of it. And back to here. Yay. Okay, well, I think that'll be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. That was number 97, wasn't it? Yeah, number 97. Closing in on that 100. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. And I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye for now.